Recently, I attended an amazing worldwide celebration founded by child's rights advocate Keilburger. Kids earned a ticket to this incredible event by taking local and global action through We Schools, a year-long educational program designed to empower young people to take action. I spoke with Craig along with Tom Wilson, Chairman and CEO of Allstate, who's co-sponsored the event. And the bottom line, with support, any child can make a difference.
I can!
You know, they say I'm too inexperienced, I don't know what I'm talking about. But I have really educated myself and I put in the work, so yes, I can.
As a 17-year-old, you can do anything that you feel you can do. If you want to make a change, you can make a change.
I saw a need and I felt a passion to make a bigger change in a sector I saw needed so much help.
Well, I think when it comes to the youth, right, they have the heart. They don't have the opportunity sometimes. A lot of school programs, they've defunded community service work as the budgets got tight, and so this gives them the opportunity. What a lot of people mistake about youth is they actually have the capability to do it as well. If we just give them the opportunity, they have the capability, they have the heart.
This is where Allstate has been so amazing, because we want every young American to become involved in service. So our dream, and this is what we're teaming up to do, is to put service learning in every school, just like reading, writing, arithmetic. So you actually learn through service and then celebrating and honoring them at We Day. Because you can't just flick a switch when they're 18 or 21 and want to make a difference. You got to nurture that for the youngest of ages. And here's the great part for all the viewers. This We School program we keep talking about, it's entirely free. We Day is entirely free. You know, Allstate sponsors this, so any parent who's watching this, any aunt or uncle or young person who says, I want to make a difference, all of these resources are free that they can start their journey as a young change maker.
I stand here today because I wanted to create change.
Last year, I confided in the audience on the We Day stage a letter that I wrote to my future self. I told myself to connect with others and to try and see the world through their eyes. I'm not just here for myself, I'm here to make the world a better place. We all have to contribute to this world that we live in. And once you realize that, it's truly an incredible feeling.
The number one reason why someone volunteers is because a person asked them to. And so with Allstate support, and this was your idea, dreamt it up, the idea of We Volunteer Now came together, and during National Volunteer Week, getting young people to go to their friends and to ask them, come join me. Let me tell you about a cause I care about. So often, it isn't cool to care. It's not cool to make a difference. So we want to break that down and show to young people that it's cool and it's possible. So when you grab a friend to join you, then you earn your way to We Day, and you can be part of this incredible celebration of service.
Good morning, We Day! We Day and We Schools, it's our way of making sure that every young person has the inspiration, the knowledge, and the support to create positive change in the world, because we believe in you.
You see kids on that We Day event, some of whom are from the top private schools, but or kids from, South Chicago. This incredible diversity across America, where it's the great equalizer that anyone can serve, and everyone should have that opportunity.
The way you motivate the kids, you just treat them like an adult. So rather than, here's what you must do, so this is cause inclusive. You can do any cause you want. You pick it, you go for it. One domestic, one international. And then the way you motivate adults, you just show them the kids. Let them hear the stories. Storytelling is so powerful. Let them hear these kids' stories, and they're hooked forever.
And their stories are amazing. Last week we were in Seattle. We had We Day there with 18,000 young people, incredible service. The week before that, Los Angeles. It's an army across America. We're talking about, thousands of schools. We're talking about, this incredible number of students, almost 1 million American youth who are engaged in service every year, making their country and their world a better place. Like, parents who are listening have to be incredibly proud of their youth. It's so important that every young person has that opportunity in their lives to live a life larger than themselves.
Well, when it comes to giving back and just volunteerism, I think it's an obligation of corporations to do it. I don't think it's a choice. I don't think it's about what you do, because in the end, people do business with you because of who you are, not what you sell. And it's who we are. And the reason I'm interested in youth is I just love kids. I've always loved kids, being around them. They're engaging, they got a lot of energy, and they make a difference. And so if you look at Where could you spend your time? You want to spend the time with something you enjoy and something where they make the biggest difference.
Seeing in the eyes of these young people, at We Day and through this year-long We Schools program, that they know it's possible and they can be this change agent, and seeing them evolve into this incredibly passionate young leader. Like for me, when you see that next 12-year-old, I remember myself. I was the kid with a speech impediment who was nervous, standing in front of my class to talk about a cause. And now we get to see 12-year-olds on the stage at We Day in front of 20,000 because they're so proud to have made a difference about a cause. That's why we do what we do.
And so what We Schools and We Day does is it gives people moments. And those moments live on forever for them. So 20, 30, 40 years later. And those moments, if you think if a moment can live for eternity, that means that every moment is an opportunity to shape eternity. And so we're giving these kids an opportunity to shape eternity. And like, what better thing could you do in the world?